What's up guys, it's Little After Gray back with another video, back in with another commentary video, and today I'm going to be talking about Ori and the Will of the Wisps. It already sounds like a mouthful, just me trying to say this in the video. Just to give you guys some context of why I'm making a second video talking about this. Last time I made a video saying that why I don't like console exclusive games, one of them being Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and that game is exclusive to the Xbox and the Nintendo Switch, which is said in their official website saying for the digital download on the Nintendo Switch, the physical edition on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, Windows 10, and on Steam. So I was on Google on my phone just to search up, is there any news about the Ori series, you know, like Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps, the game that I mentioned earlier in the video. And there's this article saying that the Ori game developer talking about that this next game related to the Ori series is going to be multi-platform, but not involving Xbox. Ori director explains why the studio's next game will be multi-platform and not Xbox published. And I find it kind of funny where it says in the bottom, Ori and the Will of the Wisps has explained, like saying that the game explains why Moon Studios' next game is being published as a multi-platform game and not by Xbox. Moon Studios' smash hit Ori and the Blind Forest and its sequel Will of the Wisp were published by Microsoft, which meant that the games were exclusive to Xbox consoles before also launching for the Switch. The fact that the studio's next game will be published by a private division and will be a multi-platform title has been known for a while. But CEO Thomas Mandler, if I'm saying that correctly, who also directed both Ori games, has now expanded on why the team chose to go with one publisher over the other. Xbox boss Phil Spencer, I've said that word so many times, I might as well just put like an outtake at the end of the video just to show you how long it took, recently said that modern day Xbox could have been able to keep hold of original Halo developer Bungie as a first party studio, but in a post on Reset Era, Mandler responded to the same saying that he isn't sure that would be the case. He explained that Moon Studio's situation is similar to that of Bungie, with the studio wanting its next project to be played by a larger player base across all platforms. Of course, this wouldn't be possible if Microsoft published the game. Additionally, he also talks about how the studio would like to retain the rights and creative tool of the IP they are currently developing. Quote, I get Bungie. This is also one of the main reasons why we decided to make our next game with private division instead of Microsoft, Mandler wrote. Quote, we also got so many gamers saying that they love Ori but hate that they can't play it on PlayStation. Well, why not? Because it was funded by Microsoft, hence that they called the shots. Luckily, we got Microsoft to allow us to port Ori to the Nintendo Switch. But that didn't come for free, and they probably only allowed it because the title was small enough to not cause any fuzz. So I guess it does sound like a no-brainer that Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps were both published by Microsoft, hence the reason why that it wasn't made for a multi-platform game, you know, for PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. And it does seem pretty unfair for PlayStation users because the game is out on Steam, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, but not PlayStation. And well, since they said that this is funded by Microsoft, I guess that explains it at first while they were making the game. And I do agree that it's pretty unfair. I cracked my knuckles. I do agree that it's pretty unfair for PlayStation users that they couldn't play it, which if you guys didn't see the video of why I don't like console exclusive games, I'll leave the link down below. I mean, yes, we understand that, you know, there's Nintendo Switch meant to play on Nintendo Switch, for example, like Legend of Zelda, Smash Brothers, Mario, Pokemon. I understand, you know, Nintendo only, okay? And for Xbox, for example, like Master Chief, you know, in Halo, or PlayStation only, for example, like, Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, but those games are cross-platform, if I'm not mistaken, you know, for PlayStation, Xbox, you got Nintendo Switch, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I'm gonna have to check and, you know, do my research once I'm done making this video. Quote, our next game has a grand vision where we want everyone to be able to play together across all systems, where Moon owns the platform and the IP, and we can steer it into the best direction in order to hopefully make as many people as possibly happy without having to tell some of them that they're out of luck, cause business. Quote, I believe gamers don't necessarily care about the business part behind it all. They just want to play games and make them happy. And by creating a walled garden, you're directly or indirectly just fuming the flames of the platform war hooligans who just want to see someone win and someone else fail. He further went on to criticize the exclusivity model that platform holders have towards their first-party studios, saying, quote, I personally wish Microsoft would have the guts to just go through with their vision, make their games, and port them to all platforms not leave anyone behind. The 13-year-old kid whose parents were able to only afford to buy one system for their child now won't grow up playing Halo because Microsoft believes that it makes the most financial sense to leave PlayStation players out. How does that benefit anyone but Microsoft? Yeah, you'll probably sell a bunch more Xboxes, but you lose out on millions of potentially dedicated fans. Moon Studios is currently hard at work on a 3D action RPG for current gen consoles, while details on the game remain paper thin for the most part. It is known that it takes inspiration for the likes of The Legend of Zelda, Diablo, and Dark Souls, among others. So the games that's being popped up right here on Games You May Like, well, besides Dead Island 2, shows the platforms that you are only able to play for Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So I went on the official Moon Studios Twitter account, and it says currently working on an unannounced ARPG, which probably hints on the next Ori game. I want to keep you all in mind that the article I just read was published in December 7th, 2021, so it's outdated by 1 year and a couple months. And yeah, I'm waiting to see if the next Ori game is going to be released on the PlayStation, which will of course take a long time, but we'll wait and see, and only time will tell. So yeah, that's about it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about the video. This is Without Gray, and I'll see y'all later. See ya. Xbox boss Phil's Xbox boss Jesus Xbox boss Phil's Xbox boss Phil Spencer Xbox boss Jesus Christ. Xbox boss Phil Xbox boss Phil Spencer. Xbox boss Phil Spencer. I've said that word so many times. I might as well just put like an outtake at the end of the video just to show you how long it took.